Namaste. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to another gentle session of yoga with Lisa SXM, coming to you from the beautiful island of St. Martin in the Caribbean. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 o'clock St. Martin time, so you have to figure out what time that is if you're not in Atlantic Standard Time. I'll leave that to you. You can also catch any old episodes, any old sessions that we've done over the last couple of years. If you just scroll down the Facebook page, you'll see a wide selection of sessions that we've done together, all of them gentle, all of them easy yoga, suitable for beginners and those who are facing physical challenges that want to just keep everything super gentle for whatever reason. And I like to focus on breath and movement and synchronicity, which I find is very healing, and a lot of deep relaxation where you let everything go. So we're going to start today with hands in prayer pose. Close the eyes, focus inward. Acknowledge your true self, the part of you that nobody else knows, only you. The true self deep within, the source of your spirit and soul, personality, thoughts, feelings, awarenesses, beliefs, sense of value. Our true self is not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We have the bright side and the dark side within us. Learn to accept both, balance both. Appreciate both. Both are valid. Good morning, Audrey and Greg. Howdy. All right, let's take those prayer hands forward a little bit and just move them like a figure 8 or horizontal, sort of an infinity sign, breathing in and out. Really work the wrists here. Don't let it be too passive. Get those wrists to move. I see Ellis has joined us. Good morning, Ellis. Back and forth we go, round and round. Keep breathing a lot. Just getting started here. Let's see if we can go reverse through that same figure 8. And then come back to the center, find your prayer, settle it down. Beautiful. Interlock your fingers and give your hands a nice strong squeeze. Breathe in. And push through, invert the hands, drop the head, exhale. Lift them up overhead, stretch it tall. And then bring the hands behind the head and send the elbows way back. Look up through the top of your eyes. Let's blink, 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 blink. Keep blinking your eyes and breathing, pushing the elbows back. Lifting the heart and chest forward and up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Coming back to bring the hands overhead, invert and push up, breathe in. And then bring it back to your heart. A quiet moment of prayer. Focus on gratitude and appreciation for your body, for your mind, for your personality, for your spirit, for your friends, your family, all your blessings, your home, your place in the world. Find some gratitude in your heart. Beautiful. Thank you for that. I love it. All right, let's stretch those legs out. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if that suits you. Flex those ankles, opening up the back of the knees. We're just going to push or stroke the top of the legs from hips to ankles, or as far forward as your hands reach. As you go through all of these exercises with me today, please take it easy on yourself. Don't force yourself into some position that's not comfortable. If you feel like it's painful, sensitive, awkward, or just not right for you, you're certainly welcome to minimize the movement or modify it completely, or just wait it out and we'll rejoin you on the other side of it. So please listen to your wisdom, your inner spirit, and the knowledge of your own body to know what's right for you. All right, take those legs just a little bit wider for me if you would, and let the knees bend slightly and the feet flop outward, and then hands in between the knees. Take a step forward with your hands, and is another step forward if you're okay with it. Maybe even reach your fingers into the insole or the soft center of your foot. And then just round your back and drop your head. We'll stay down for 5 long, slow, deep breaths. There's no hurry here. Just trying to relax and get our awareness of the body really focused. And then rise back up. Let's bring one leg in, the other leg straight forward, flex that ankle, reach the hands straight up. Exhale, come to about, like if this was 12 o'clock on the clock, go to 1 o'clock. So keep your face, your attention, and your eyes cast down towards your legs so you're not wrenching your neck up into a bent upwards position. Reach with the top of the head and your fingertips towards the top of the wall across the room. Keep breathing. All right, let's go to 2 o'clock. Exhale down to 2 o'clock. And now we're going to go to 3 o'clock. If you need support, you can put your hands on the floor. If you feel like this is not good for your back or your whatever, you know, you can always put your hands for support. If you can, though, reach right, sort of a horizontal reach, parallel to the floor, parallel to the ceiling. Keep breathing. All right, hands to the floor, push yourself back up, change legs. Reach it up, breathe in. Get that ankle flexed if you can. Keep breathing, keep reaching up. Reach a little higher. And let's go to the 1 o'clock position on the clock. Reaching for sort of the top of the wall across the room. Looking down at your leg, looking down at the floor so your neck is not bent out of a healthy position. Keep breathing. All right, let's go to the 2 o'clock position. Remember, you can always put your hands on the floor if you need support. But think about stretching from your tailbone to the top of your head. If you do that, keep the stretch active through the spine, through the back, through the neck. All right, let's go to the 3 o'clock position. Hands can come to the floor if you need to. Reach. Beautiful. Hands to the floor and push yourself up. We're going to do some Kundalini straddle breathing. This is breathing with movement, and it's in a straddle sit. Open the legs to any wideness that's suitable for you. Let's float the hands up over the legs, reaching out. And just to get started, we'll just reach up with one hand. And then reach it over. And reach up. Float the arms over the legs again. And then reach up with the other hand, looking up if you like. Keep reaching up and breathing. And over we go, a little bit of a side stretch here. And come back up. Arms can come down. So what we're going to do is open and close. This hand is going to sit on the shin or ankle. The other hand opens up. And when you open it up, let it go wider than just straight from the shoulder, but send it back a little bit. Really opening up the chest in front and looking up. Take a big breath in. And then close the gate. Bring the hand to meet the other hand down by the leg and look down. Exhale. Open, breathe in. Close the gate, exhale. Look up at the ceiling, breathe in. Look down at the leg, exhale. Synchronicity of movement and breath. Three more. Last one. Open wide, breathe in. Close the gate, exhale, stay down. And then come back to seated tall with a straight back, arms rest. We're getting ready to do the other side now. Reach for the shin or ankle and open the opposite arm out and back a little bit, looking up at the ceiling. Big breath in here. And then close the gate. Hands come together at the ankle or shin. Look down, exhale. Open and close. Open and close. Three more. Open wide, breathe in. Close the gate, exhale, look down. Look up at the ceiling. Look down at the leg. Last chance. Breathe deep and close. We're going to stay down for a moment. And then hands to the floor. Sit tall again and bring the legs in. Let's give them a little bit of a jiggling shake here. And we're going to sink back on our elbows. Take that left leg out straight and the right knee comes up close to the nose. Then circle it around. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Breathe a lot. Remember, if you're feeling stiffness in your hip, take it easy. Make your circle smaller. And slow is usually better. Gives the body a chance to isolate a little bit and feel each section of the movement. Bring that leg straight up towards the ceiling. Lower it down slowly like the second hand of a clock. Once the heel finds the floor, bring the other knee up close to your nose. And then circle the knee around. Big circle if you can. As big as you're comfortable with. Breathing as you move. Direction. Beautiful. Stretch that leg straight up towards the ceiling. Lower it slowly. All right, lower your elbows and go ahead and recline on your yoga mat. And bend your knees now. Place your heels close to your hips. Bring your hands right alongside your hips. Let's just push the lower back into the floor, squeezing the belly in. Imagine your bottom, say 5 or 6 vertebrae, all pushing down into the floor, flat against the floor. No arch in the lower back right now. Squeeze your belly in. Keep breathing. And try to keep the pressure that you're building in your lower abs out of your chest. Keep your chest light. You can turn your hands palm up to possibly disconnect your shoulder muscles. And just release and relax through the upper body while you push down hard into the floor with the lower body, the lower hips. lower spine. Squeeze it down. And release. We're going to drop both knees to the left. And you can move your arms to any position that feels luxurious and comfortable. Relax. Scan through your spine for me. Just ask every little section from hips to neck. Are you 100% relaxed? I'll bet you're holding a little tension. Try to let it go. If you need to relocate your feet, maybe a little farther from your hips or a little closer to your hips, you're welcome to do that. If you feel like it's just not right for you, modify, minimize, or just take yourself out of the pose altogether and wait for us. All right, let's bring those knees up and all the way to the other side and just relax again. Try to get that left side of the, or the upper side of the hip, whichever side is up, to sink down and relax. Feel free to sigh, yawn. Yoga is about you, taking care of you, and your body will tell you what it needs to do to maintain its health if you're sensitive, if you listen with love. If you're critical of your body, you're not going to make progress. You're not going to work together to make better health. At least that's my philosophy. Knees up and over to the other side again. And up and over to the other side. Let's just go back and forth a few times like windshield wipers. Back and forth, breathing in and out. All right, bring those knees up. Find your feet close to your hips again. Bring your hands alongside the hips and tilt the pelvis. Push the lower back into the floor. Squeeze the belly in. Squeeze your Kegel muscles in. Squeeze your thighs if you want to. Everything from the knees to the belly button, squeeze in and press down with the lower back. Keep breathing. Don't stop breathing. Just tighten up that core, lower abs area. Push down, push down, push down harder. Keep breathing. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest. Keep breathing. Beautiful. You can relax now. Bring those knees up to your chest and give your hands to your knees. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and hold. Squeeze it in and hold tighter. Let your knees go a little bit wide, as wide as they're comfortable. Opening up the pelvis. Release any tension in your inner thighs. Sigh it out. Close the knees, reach the arms and legs up into the air, circle your ankles, circle your wrists. And let's flex both hands and feet and point, flex and point, flex and point. Use the full range of motion for your wrists and your ankles. Breathe as you move. 3 more. Let's flex and hold the flex. Bring the elbows and knees down. Push it up and point. Flex, bring it down, push it up and point. We're going to continue just like that for 10 more movements. Push it up and point. That's 10. Flex. Bring it down, push it up, point, that's 9, flex, bring it down, push it up, 8, flex, bring it down, push it up, 7, down, up, 6, down, up, 5, down, up, 4, 3, flex, down, up, that's 2, last one, flex, breathe down, push it up, and point. Bring the legs and arms down, all the way to the floor, and give yourself a chance to just rest for a moment. And we're going to get up into our bridge pose here in a minute. We'll start with low bridge, and then we'll transition to high bridge. So we'll do 2 bridges, first low, and then high. If you don't want to do the high bridge, you don't have to. It's actually in some ways a little easier than low bridge. All right, bend the knees, place the heels close to the hips, bring the hands alongside the hips, turn the hands palm down, lift the hips up off the ground. And you're already in low bridge. Here we go. Squeeze those buttocks in, lift it up a little higher. Maybe you notice your chest rising to meet your chin. That's okay. Pressing the neck into the floor. Making a bit of a lock at the throat. That's okay. Just keep breathing and pressing the feet into the ground, squeezing the buttocks in and up. Keep breathing. See if you can really inflate your belly as you breathe in, and flatten your belly and blow out through your lips as you exhale. Bellows breathing. 2 more. And bring your hips down, stretch the legs out, and reach the arms overhead. Just relax for a moment. Okay, let's try it again. Hands come down by the hips, palms down. This time we're going to try high bridge, so press the feet strong into the floor to lift the hips up. Once your hips are up, you're going to walk the shoulder blades, the shoulders underneath the upper back, squeezing in the shoulder blades, and then find your hands together and interlock the hands underneath your tailbone. Once you're up on your arms instead of your upper back, you can really push the hips up high into your high bridge and squeeze those buttocks in, press the feet strong into the floor. Bellows breathing, let's go. One more, big breath in, blow it all the way out, release your hands, reach your arms straight up from the shoulders and roll your back down, 1 vertebrae at a time, from the neck, upper back, mid-back, waist area, and hips down into the floor. Bring your knees to your chest, hands to your knees, squeeze the knees in, and release. Squeeze them in, and release. Squeeze them in, and release. Squeeze them in and hold. Let them go wide if they want to. Opening the pelvis, breathe deep. Let's reach the arms and legs up into the air again. This time, your right fingertips and your left toe tips are going to find the reach towards the ceiling. And the opposite foot and hand are just kind of uninvolved. So bring your head off the mat and reach your fingers towards your toes, the alternate side. So right fingers to left toes. Keep reaching, keep breathing. And come down. Let's go the other way. Left fingers to right toes. Reach up. Come down. And we reach down. Reach. Alternate sides. Reach. Reach. Keep reach. One more reach. Last time. Reach. And reach, hold. Keep reaching. And come on down. Take the arms straight out from the shoulders. Let the palms be face up. Fingers naturally curled. Easy hands. Easy soft arms. Cross your right knee over your left. Drop both knees to the left. Relax. You can turn your head in the opposite direction of your knees if you want, if it feels okay. Nice. Come on back up, uncross the legs, and then cross the other way. Knee over, left knee over right knee, both knees go to the right. Turn the head to the left, if you can, if you like it. Free to sigh or yawn. You should feel very, very luxurious and balanced and healing, restorative. There's no rush. We take our time. Ready, roll on your back, and let's do a long body stretch. Arms reach overhead, feet point, feet extend, and toes point. Reach and inhale, expanding your rib cage as big as it'll go. Release, go back to just a nice, gentle savasana. Total relaxation, total awareness. Total balance. We're going to do some yogic breathing, three-part yogic breathing. Inhale and inflate the ribcage area, that's stage one. Then the diaphragm area, the upper abs, breathe in, continue breathing in and give air to that section of the body. And then your lower belly, breathe in. And then exhale, belly, diaphragm, rib cage, and a repeat. Three more times. Let your breathing return to normal, finding its natural rhythm. Beautiful. Let's come back up to seated. And we're going to put our hands behind or next to the hips. Just a little behind and next to. And then the feet are on the floor near the hips as well. And we're going to push up into inverted table. If this is too much for your wrist, try being down on your elbows and just do a half table. So if you can, get up on your hands and find that great spot for your feet. We're going to look up at the ceiling and then look at your knees. If you don't like doing this, you can keep your head steady at any position that feels good to you, feels okay for the neck. Look up, breathe in. Look at your knees, exhale. Look up, breathe in. Look at your knees, exhale. 2 more times. To come out of inverted table, bring your hips between your hands before they touch the floor, down, back, 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 and stretch the legs out. We're going to do a forward fold. Reach above your toes for the wall across the room. Look down at your knees or the space between your knees. Keep reaching, keep breathing. Beautiful stretch. Hands to the floor, push yourself up, well done. Let's get up into regular table. Not so much inverted now. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips and your table is nice and strong. You're not collapsed in the shoulders, but are instead elevated through the chest and shoulders by pressing your hands strong into the floor. Sorry, I can't quite get the camera right today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm too close. Push it back. Sorry about that. There, that's better. All right. Here we go. Arch and sway a bit. Cat, cow. Breathing in and out. Let's do a little side to side action. Look around your shoulder for your hip. Stick the hip out. Don't necessarily expect to see it, but look for it. And then the other shoulder. You can bend the opposite elbow. As you look right, bend your left elbow. As you look left, bend your right elbow. So the hips are moving, the shoulders are moving, the neck is moving. Everything's got a lot of movement here. Keep breathing a lot and move. Any speed is perfect. Whatever feels good to you. Come back up to table and let's just wag our tail like a puppy dog. Wag your tail. This is a little faster here. All right, let's bring the knee to the nose and then head high, heel high. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, head high, heel high. Keep it going. Three more. Two more. Last one. Change sides. Nose to knee, head high, heel high. Any speed is perfect. Strong hands on the floor. Press into the floor with your fingertips a little bit. Match your breathing to your movement. Three more. Two more. One more. All right, let's come into pose of a child. Take a rest. Bring the forehead to the floor in front of the knees. Sink down onto your hips. And you can walk your hands one step forward to stretch the arms and shoulders just a little bit. And then rise back up to table. We're going to get ready for our plank challenge. So if you're new to our group, you may want to do the low plank. Be on your elbows and feet. And you don't have to hold it for a full, we're going to probably go 70 seconds. You don't have to do the special maneuvers that we're going to do, like lifting the leg or touching the shoulder. If you want to give it a try, you can, but listen to your body and know if you're ready for it. And it can be a little intense on the wrists and on the shoulders. So if that's not your strong suit, modify, minimize, or just wait. Okay, so let's get ready for our plank challenge, which we've been doing for a long time now, several months. All right, so start in table, wrists under shoulders, come up onto your toes, and here we go. Keep breathing. Press your heels back, please. Feel the stretch in the calf muscle. Legs are straight. Achilles tendon is extended to its maximum ability. You're already 15 seconds into this plank challenge. How about that? Nice. Let's lift one heel up and drop it down. Lift the other heel up and drop it down. Come back to strong plank. And touch your opposite shoulder, just to give it a touch and come back to plank. Other hand, touch opposite shoulder, come back to plank. And repeat. Touch opposite shoulder, return to plank. And last time. And down we go. Let's try a little Spider-Man action, knee to elbow. Spider-Man plank like you're climbing up the building in New York City with those sticky fingers and sticky feet. Hold your plank, you're almost done. Knees down. Good job. Come to mermaid seat for a moment. That's where your knees both go to the left and your feet curl around to the right. Your hips will be a little uneven. Try and press them down so they're level. If they're not, it's okay. Float your arms out to the side and up. Breathe in. And then out. We're going to bring the knee that's in front, that arm down to the floor, and reach the other hand straight up, and then come up onto your knees and reach it tall. Reach up for the ceiling or reach overhead or go back and forth. Whichever you feel connects with what your body wants and needs. Remember to breathe. And let's come down. Change legs around the other way. Float the arms out and up. Breathe in. Float them down to be horizontal. And then pivot over. Find the floor with the hand that's close to the knee that's in front. Find the floor and push yourself up onto your knees. Reach overhead, straight up, or move in an arc. Breathe. All right, bring it down. Stretch those legs out. Just give them a bit of a rub, especially the knees. Maybe you felt your knees a little bit there. All the way down, all the way up. All right, my yoga friends. So I mentioned in the last session that in February we're going to start doing alternating our plank challenge with a balance challenge. So every other class is going to be sort of focusing on one of those two things. So when we get to the balance challenge, it's going to be standing on one foot. So you might want to have a chair or some kind of support system nearby, just for a little bit of, so you're not like wobbling all over the place. Because I know for myself, I'm very unstable. I used to be able to do it without a problem. As you get older, you kind of lose that sense, and I'd like to kind of pull it back and be able to hold a nice balance pose without wobbling. So we're going to challenge ourselves to get better at that through the month of February, and maybe we'll continue it through the summer, through the spring and summer. Yes? Okay. So for now, though, we're going to work on moving from the yoga squat into a forward fold. So yoga squat is very challenging. If it's not for you, just meet us in standing. We're going to eventually be standing, and we're going to start in yoga squat. So what you're going to do is put your hands behind your hips on the floor and bring your feet in close to your hips. Your legs are a little bit open like a frog here, and the feet point outward just a little bit. And then push from your hands and get up on top of your feet. And then bring the hands in front, elbows inside the knees. Bring your hands to prayer pose. So here we go, pressing the knees against the elbows firmly, and the elbows resist. The forearms feel the pressure of the knees pushing in, but they do not move. And the pelvis opens. The feet are firmly on the floor with the heels down, hopefully. Lift the top of the head. Squeeze the shoulders back. Put a little arch in the back if you can. Yoga squat is really, really good for you, and many, many millions of people do this many times a day throughout the world as a part of their daily routine. I will say no more about that, but it's very, very good for the body to assume this position. All right, we're ready to go transition to a forward fold. Hands go down to the floor in front of your feet. Drop your head and lift your hips. Now once you're in your forward fold, move your hips like a figure 8. And just allow the spine and the head to hang from the hips like a rag doll. Your hands are on the floor for a little support, right? Keep Moving the hips like a figure 8. Keep breathing. Let's reverse it. Try and go the other way around your figure 8. All right, come back to the center. Let's take the left hand to the right foot and grab a hold of the little toe edge of your left foot. And then sweep your right hand up into the air and look in the direction it went. Pull down, return to figure 8 hips. Reverse your figure 8. All right. Right hand reach for the left foot. Grab the little toe edge. Sweep the left hand up into the air. Look in the direction it went. Hold and breathe. And bring that hand down. Walk your hands forward and let's find ourselves coming to downward dog. The feet are wider than the hips. The hands are more or less under the shoulders, but then press back. Dropping the head, lifting the hips up and back. Downward dog. And then passing through the plank position, we're going to come to upward dog. So just pass through plank and drop the hips. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Lift the face, chest comes forward. Upward dog. You can be on your knees, you can be on your toes. Come back to downward dog. And come back to upward dog. Drop the hips, lift the face, shoulders over wrists. And then come back to table and back to pose of a child. Take a rest. From table, we're going to bring the hands one step forward and then bring your right knee in between your thumbs. And the heel of that foot can go off to the side just a little bit. Slide down on the front of your back thigh. Press the hands into the floor and press your chest forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Lift the face. Heart pushes forward, radiating love, peace, empathy, joy, gratitude. And let's look over the left shoulder and look over the right shoulder. Just a little glance backwards over each shoulder, movement and breath in total synchronicity. Should feel really good. Now, some people may not be able to quite get into this pigeon pose, and if so, if that's you, you may find a pillow under the hip helps. Just a little elevation for the hip may help. Let's drop down into sleeping pigeon, forehead down by the knee, hands come back by your hips, palm up, rest. Hands under your shoulders, press into the floor, lift the face up, lift the chest up, and let's switch sides, come back to table. Take a step forward with your hands, bring the left knee between the thumbs, slide down onto the front of the back thigh, and then find your hands perfect position to press into the floor, pushing the chest forward. Proud pigeon, puffs his chest out, lift the head up, squeeze the shoulders back and down, breathe. And we're going to look over one shoulder and then the other. glancing backwards, one side and then the other. Keep breathing. Come back to the center and come down to sleeping pigeon. Forehead to the floor in front of the knee, hands back by the hips, palm up. Hands on the floor under your shoulders. Press yourself back up to proud pigeon. And then slowly return back to table position. And let's do some more cat and cow. Arch it up. Sway it down. Go back to a flat table. See if you can move your rib cage in a circle, a vertical circle. So you're arching up, sinking down. Moving left, moving right. You can bend elbows, sway in the hips. Let's reverse the circle to the right, down, to the left, up. All right, come back to table. Drop down onto your elbows here. Find the floor with the palm of the hand, spread the fingers wide, and drop the head. Sway the back. Turn your face to one side if you need to. This is an intense stretch for the upper back, called puppy dog stretch. Rise slowly back up to table. And let's find ourselves in downward dog again. Lift the hips up, drop the head, find your feet. Push back, downward dog. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands and come into forward fold again. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Hands come to the knees. Press against your knees, round your back. Walk up your thighs with your hands. Come to mountain pose. Wonderful. Push the feet into the floor, especially the balls of the feet and the heels. Lift the arch in the middle and bring the hands out to the side and up. Reach up, breathe in, stretch tall. Float the arms back down, exhale. Just the right hand this time, stretch it out and over. Maybe your left hand walks the fingertips down by the knee and the side stretch. Feel the armpit and side body open, creating space between the rib cage bones. Smile. Reach up and bring that arm down. Sweep the other arm up, stretch tall, and we'll just reach over. The fingertips of the lower hand can walk down by the knee. Stretch, breathe, reach, and up, bring it down. Let's find a lunge. Bring right foot forward and bend that right knee so the knee is directly over the ankle and the back leg drops back. The back leg is mostly straight. We're just going to circle the arms back like you do in the backstroke in the pool. Reach it back, reach it back, reach it back, reach it back. Keep breathing. Reach both hands up, reach both hands out, and just let them come back. Dip your head a bit and swing your hands forward. Step forward into mountain pose. And then let's drop back with the other leg. And backstroke. Both hands reach up. Both hands reach out. And then just dip them back. Dip your head a little bit, swing the hands forward, take your mountain pose. Beautiful. And as a prelude to our balancing challenge that's coming in February, we do a little bit of a balance here. Lift one knee and both hands, put it down, alternate. The slower you go, the more you're preparing for learning to be balanced on one foot for a long time. Breathe in and out. Lift the knee, put it down. Arms up, press down. Keep it going. Beautiful. Now let's try and bring that knee up and out and down. 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 Reverse it. Out, forward, down. Out. That didn't work. Out, forward, down. Out, forward, down. Out, forward, and down. Okay, stand a little bit, straddle, hands on hips, let the hips move left and right, left and right. A lot of movement, shoulder dips. One shoulder rises, one shoulder dips as the hips move left and right. All right, now move them in a circle. You can bend your knees a bit here. Move the hips in as big a circle as you can, all the way to Anguilla, all the way to Seba, all the way around. We go around and around. Let's change direction. All right, come back to the center. Bend the knees and lift the arms out and up. Pull some apples out of the tree, mangoes out of the tree. Reach up, pull down. Reach up, pull down. Reach up, pull down. Move, breathe, stretch, reach. The body loves to reach. We don't reach that much in our normal day-to-day routine, do we? All right, come back to center. Bring the both arms, sweep up to the top. Find prayer above your head and pull it down to your heart. Think about how your feet are on the floor. Your toes should be pointing forward. Your heels and your balls of your feet pressing down. The arch lifted, the knees lifted. The belly in. Shoulders down. Mind calm. Can you sit in one smooth motion, perhaps? Come back to seated. Let's take a moment for some breath exercises. Make a small constriction in your throat. And see if you can hear the air moving through your throat. It sounds like a distant ocean roaring. Breathing in and out, lengthen your breath. Hear your Ujjayi breath inside your body. Close your eyes, drift in your inner universe. Listen to your Ujjayi breath. your chin, if you would, and let your head hang in front of your chest. Release your shoulders and neck. Keep your back softly straight, and just begin to move your chin along your collarbone left and right. Slow it down, and still continue to listen to your Ujjayi breath deep inside the throat. Slow it down even more. See if you can really feel all the different strands of muscle and sinew in the back of the neck, each having their chance to sort of stretch and then pass the stretch on to their neighbor. Breathe as you move. Feel each part of the neck and shoulders have their stretch, have their extension. Just let the head hang now. Round the back, drop the head. Slump the shoulders. Keep breathing with your Ujjayi breath. Keep listening to your distant ocean within. In today with some tapping. So take your fingertips, or if you've got long fingernails, use your knuckles. You don't want to stab yourself with those long, beautiful fingernails that some of you might have. But we're going to take our fingers and tap in the middle of the chest. Tap, tap, tap. This stimulates the thymus gland. It's sometimes called the thymus thump. You really shouldn't be just gently tapping. You should try and get in through the surface tissues and have some effect on the thymus gland deep inside the chest. And we're just going to move the fingers tips out and in. Breathing in and out. Thump, 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 thump. And let's go down and up. 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 Out and in, down and up, out and in. Let's go down below the ears and a little bit behind the ears. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down. Go behind the ears and all the way up to the top of the head, up, 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 top, top, top of the head, tap, tap, tap. Go to the front of the forehead, down to the eyebrows, up to the crest of the forehead and down, up and down, up and down. Relax your facial muscles, relax your eyes. Come out to the temple, in and out, right above the eyebrows. Down to the cheeks, under the eyes. Jaw and cheeks, jaw and cheeks, jaw and cheeks. Jaw and cheeks. Jaw, neck, chest. And relax. Come back to your quiet, meditative state of mind, focusing on your true self with gratitude for your taking care of yourself today, doing healthy yoga, gentle, easy, breathing-oriented, health-restoring yoga for you, to take care of you, and I'm very happy to be a small part of that. I grant you my most sincere namaste. Thank you so much.